I think this kid has a high IQ on and off the football field. Did you get chalkboard IQ from him?
We had 2 days of chalkboard.
Yep.
And he has very good communication skills, very good retention. And when he learns it, he can teach it. And that's what the quarterbacks of today have to do with this new CBA. These quarterbacks have to be able to get on their phone and call these players and get them to Texas, get them to California, and run these workouts because they're not available anymore like they used to be. So there's a huge upside here. It's not a finished product. It might take a year. It might take 6 months, but it's going to happen, and I think it's well worth rolling the dice.
Okay, but we have our Mel Kiper, who sat here as late as yesterday and said, hey, Jadeveon Clowney is once in 20 years as a pass rusher. Todd McShay says he's never graded a better pass rusher, a more dominating pass rusher than Clowney. You had, once upon a time, Simeon Rice flying off that edge for you. You had a whole lot of other football players, too. You had Sapp and the whole rest, Derek Brooks, obviously, and it was an all-time great defense, but you did have a stud pass rusher. So would that give you how much pause if you're with that first pick?
Well, hey, I want Clowney, too. You can't have everything in this world, Skip.
No.
And you got one pick.
I'm with you.
But I remember working for Al Davis, and you used to cover the Raiders out there. I can still remember, oh, God, there's Skip Bayless.
Uh-oh.
He was after me out there. But I can remember Al Davis saying, what's the priority of this organization? What position? It's the quarterback. It was in Al's wheelhouse. It was in my wheelhouse. It was the same thing in Green Bay with Ron Wolf when we made the Favre trade. When I grew up with the 49ers, it was Montana, and they traded for Steve Young. You better have a quarterback, and you better start developing one, or the chances are you'll be like me, fired.
There you go. Okay, let's do bigger picture. If you could handpick an offensive coach for Johnny Manziel, I'm going to just throw a name out there for you. If I could do this, I would pick Chip Kelly. And I'm not going to rule out Chip Kelly and company making a run at trying to land Johnny Manziel in this draft before it's all said and done. That would be my best fit for him. Where would be best? Because sometimes it's a matter of fit, as you well know, on how the kid's going to progress.
Well, you're talking to a Gruden here, so I'm going to go with Jake.
Okay, all right, that's good. All right.
I like Sean Payton. I like Andy Reid. Those are the coaches that I grew up with. Mark Trestman. People that have a huge, I think, amount of imagination. It's not about what this quarterback can do in my offense. It's about putting an offense together that really accentuates this kid's strengths. This is our quarterback. We're going to have to cater everything towards him, and we'll try to give him as much as he can handle. The great thing about Russell Wilson is you can call any play you can dream up, Skip. And I think Manziel has some of these qualities. Option football, drop back football, no back sets, up tempo. I think he has a lot of the similar traits I'm looking for.
Okay, so I'm on record. I say the Houston Texans will forever regret if they don't take Johnny with the first pick. But I'm going to go right down the line. I'm going to say St. Louis. I'm going to say Jacksonville. I'm going to say Cleveland. I'm going to keep going down that list. I say they'll all regret it if they don't take Johnny Manziel. Would you be with me on that?
I hate to say I'm with you, Skip, but I'm with
you. Are.
Oh, man.
I am with you. You know, I called plays for 14 years. This is the kind of kid I'm looking for. This is the kind of quarterback I want to be around. I just get a certain feeling when I'm in the room with them, and I think he permeates confidence throughout the entire building. Pick up a film and watch it. Check out the TV ratings of Texas A&M football this year and in following years without Johnny football. There's a certain magic to this kid.